All right, kicking off here. I'll just give a shout out to my sponsor, Card Kingdom. No transition here whatsoever. F on the transition, A plus on the destination. Please check out cardkingdom.com via my affiliate link. They're going to help you get everything you need for your paper game and get it there quick as you expect. Fair priced, excellent buy list, fantastic inventory, incredible people. I love them. Check out Card Kingdom. All right, close, close. Just LOL, man, here as we try to get this all settled. Countdown is beginning. Here we go. Good luck, fellow streamers. Eldraine time for us. All right. We have got a Castle Lochthwain in the rare slot. It's nice when you get a kind of a free spell in your deck, but it's not worth taking first pick here over some of the better stuff in this pack. We have Sir Kara, the Bold. Excellent top end for a lot of red decks. We've got Occam Adversary. Love attacking with this creature and saying damned if you do, damned if you don't. Pixie is in a weird color combo and gold and not where we're going to start. Outmuscle also looks good here. But one thing nice about taking Sir Kara, which I'm going to do, is I think it's the best card, but it's also sending 2 green cards downstream. So it's a good signal. There's only 1 red card in the pack, and we want to pay most attention to what's coming from the right. But with 1 lone red card that's kind of worth taking early, it's a decent place to be sending some signals to the left, and worth considering. Yeah, Curious Pair is in the pack, but I think literally Outmuscle and Adversary are the next picks out of this pack. Kara isn't the greatest, sir. Really, I like it a lot. Maybe I'm overrating it. Animating Fairy was pretty good for us when we played yesterday. We're making a bunch of 4/4s out of that. There's a Secret Keeper we could bank into. We could take a first stab at that. We could just take a Barrage, which again, only red card in the pack. It becomes another hard cut on red for a really good card. It's a little pricey. I don't love starting with 2 5-drops, but opportunity cost not high. I mean, what's the second best card here? Again, it's like Fairy or Secret Keeper, depending on your preferences, I think. And nothing else particularly close. So I think, again, opportunity cost to take Barrage, like, there is... These aren't good enough to not just stick with our color. Mill is best deck in the format by a lot, or am I wrong? I don't know if it's the best deck in the format by a lot. Is your memory tainted by the early bot drafting experience? There was a long stretch where if you played Eldraine on Arena, then absolutely it was all about the mill. But I don't think the format as a whole was when drafting against other humans. Trapped in the Tower, a fine follow, I think, here. Silverflame Squire could be arguable as well, but I like just the removal spell. Anybody find anything else here they want? I think we just want Trapped. This isn't a real card for limited. I don't like Carriage. I started out thinking it was going to be fine, Yeah, this will be fine. And as it is, I'm just completely underwhelmed and don't care about this card. Yeah, this is like the only good card in that pack, which is you know, sometimes you can feel like, oh man, there's only one good card here. That's actually perfect. If you get the last good card out of a pack, think about that. Like, if there's like good drop off, and you actually got something before the drop off, congratulations, right? So yeah, you maybe not had all the choices you want, but wow, a Trail of Crumbs still here is surprising to me. But we don't have a green card yet, and we can just pick another tower or even a trebuchet if we want to head towards knights, and we already have one knight. So I would take... I'm lower on the merchant than I guess other people are. I think we probably just take another trapped. Even though it's not great against heavy flyers, I think the trapped is good enough to pass the trail. And maybe try to get into red-white aggro here. This is sad to pass, but I think the fact that we have one already suggests maybe we should. Well, we could take trail. The Rider? No, the Rider is a white-black card, and I don't think this is good enough to take over continuing on something like Trapped. I'm just going to take Trapped. Rimrock. Best card. Passing a second of 7 dwarves, potentially. But I also like this is a knight if we get into some knight synergies. Outflank, yeah, it is nice, but we're going to rock some rims here. Good point. If we see Guide Mothers, they make our Trapped very bad. Of course, we want Guide Mothers for our deck anyway at this point, so... Haj is in green-black in my seat. Maybe I'm overrating Sir Kara, but boy, she gets going, and I love her a lot. Barge in. Ayara, not really a thing. At triple black, Wandermare suggests a potential pivot to white-green, but we don't even have the... I guess we have Rimrock, but we don't have anything in the adventure territory anyway. I think Barge in is fine here. Bloodhaze Wolverine. Not really a thing. We could just take, like... we could take it. Rally for the Throne. I also don't like... What do we even like here? Unicorn, I guess, gets us 2 creatures. But maybe the Wolverine is okay. I just really don't like playing this if I can help it. It's not a knight. This is... Yeah, we'll take the Unicorn. It's not great, but all right. Good drafters late in a pack, you're not going to get a ton anyway. Pathlighter. Well... All right, let's do this. Let's adventure our way to red-white awesomeness. That's pretty late for a Pathlighter, don't you think? So I don't know if... I mean, if this seat isn't white, Haj, I don't know. I mean, I can see how you would have ended up green-black, and it would still be pretty good, but come on, this is indicating we've taken a decent direction. True says, keep an eye out for white-green. I feel like it's going to be hard for us to get off of Rimrock, Barge, Para, and Barrage for green. But if the table screams at us, I'll consider it. Yeah, I do like the Merchant more, you're right. Now that we're doing Pathlighter-y stuff, the adventure side of the Merchant makes me like that more for sure. Righteousness. Unlikely to see play in our deck, but I guess we could cut a cottage. I don't think we're ever doing this. We don't want to play effectively a tap land most of the time in an aggro deck. So I think we just take Righteousness and then we don't play it, or we take Cottage to cut it. And I'll take it. We're best of 3. It's possible we decide Righteousness belongs in the deck on the play against aggro or something. Here's a boring White Knight, but I'm still going to take it. And you might want Tournament Grounds, but I don't even like Tournament Grounds in a heavy Knight deck, Jinx. So I can't see playing this. I think this is way more likely to impactfully make our deck than Tournament Grounds. Here's another Knight. Aj says, Weapon Rack is a reasonable spec given what could come our way in packs 2 and 3. Provisions is not really a playable, but we'll take it since we are at least in that color. Righteousness plus Fling is a sexy way to win a Magic game if you can pull it off. But I'm going to start by assuming we're cutting that. Oof. Yorvo is going to have to get trapped in a tower if we face it. What are we looking at, though? For our deck, we got a Youthful Knight to slide in at 2 if we want. This might wheel. People seem uninterested in white this draft. We could take something like Red Cap or Errant. What do you think? We can also take a Servant, although we are starting to split colors. I don't think Servant is a particularly good card in our deck. Haas just wants the solid Knight 2-drop. All right, we'll take the Knight. I feel like the Knight has a chance to wheel, whereas Trapped is unlikely to, but at some point, you get too many traps and you can't deal with flyers. So, we'll take it. Fenor just wants more removal. That's totally fair, Fenor. What combos with Weapon Rack? Haj was suggesting that the Double Strikers do, D. That if you pick up a lot of the 3-mana Red Cap Double Strikers, the 1/2 Double Strike, that you can pile stuff onto it. And then, yeah, there's also the... If you animate it using the Animating Fairy, it becomes an 8/8. Oh, sorry. I was like, when's this pick coming? It was up there waiting for us. Here's the Fling combo, but we're not going to chase it like that. I guess we just take a Red Cap here. It's fine. It's not really what we want to be doing. Pick 2, honestly, but what else do we do? Hodge can't unsee the green deck he would have. I still like where we're at. Really? Wandermere? I guess we could get out of red. Maybe I should be looking at pivot to green-white. But honestly, I think that Wandermare wheels. Nobody's in green-white. That much is clear. If someone were in green-white, the Wandermare wouldn't have made it to us pack whatever in the first pack anyway. Unless somebody moved into it. Like, somebody could be doing the same thing we are and seeing its openness and thinking about it. But yeah, maybe Wandermare spec better than Red Cap. In this case, nothing great here. Another Red Cap. And take a Resolute Rider if... maybe we take a Resolute Rider. If we do get out of red, the red has not been flowing, right? Not really. Not good red. So I think speccing on Resolute is fine. I didn't do it earlier because I really thought we were in the red path, but now I feel like that's not very not clear. Thanks, Nutter. Hollow. I think I'd rather take the Rider and spec black there, obviously, but we are... I am now aware that we may not be a red deck after all that. Vantress Gargoyle could get us into blue. Errant could keep us in red and on the night train. No good white, which is what I was kind of hoping for. Something to consider that for Gargoyle. Yeah, Mensch, we're being pretty rigid about our approach to COVID protections and safety. I'm going to go with Errant over something like we're not even we don't have any blue cards yet. Not that we couldn't start given where we're at, but I think an Errant is fine here. Our family philosophy is basically face covering, 6 feet apart, outdoors, pick 2. Another Pathlighter. We're not deep into the adventure stuff yet, but a second Pathlighter makes me want to prioritize it more. So I'm going to take that and we'll try and prioritize it. And D, are you still around? I remember Dionysus, I was cutting a video and D asked, I was talking about America's struggles to contain the coronavirus, and D, as a European, was saying, why? What is wrong with America, basically? And honestly, what's wrong with America is failed leadership at the top level, failing to direct this country towards the right ends. I think Trump has a huge sway over millions and millions, 35% of Americans are diehard for Trump. And Trump could be telling those people, it is patriotic and awesome for you to wear masks and help me, the greatest president of all time, defeat this corona. Right? He could totally be leveraging his power to affect positive change, but he can't admit any wrongdoing. And so since he was anti-mask at any point, he is unable to be pro-mask. He tried to be and then undermined it on Twitter. I mean, it's crazy because he could have won re-election by handling this right. And instead he's making it much harder than it has to be. Going to get another unicorn, and, well, might just go ahead and play it, given Pathlighter. I mean, what else are we taking? A Wolverine again. I really don't want a Wolverine. So yeah, it's really sad. People talk about, or Trump once famously claimed that he could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and still not lose any ground in the polls. This was before the election, and effectively his response to the coronavirus has shot tens of thousands of people in the middle of Fifth Avenue, and it makes me so sad. So sad. Preventable loss of life. Well, is this a non-bow or good for us? ETB triggers. What do we have for ETB triggers? No ETB triggers. Oh, wait, Pathlighters are ETB. Oh, yeah, that's kind of... Never mind, that's plan A, right? So we'll get another unicorn. Because it is enter. Enter. Yeah, it is an enter trigger. No, it's enter. It says, each creature you control that has an adventure enters the battlefield with an additional... Oh, but so that it does just enter. It's not a trigger, right? I think it would have worked. It wasn't that great a card anyway, so I'm not that worried. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it's not an I think it's not an ETB trigger. I think it enters with. Yeah. So we could have run it, but it's not a big loss. Yeah. I have played my Clackbridge Troll into an opponent's Hushbringer. They were not happy with that result. Griffin, I don't think a Griffin is going to be playable because I would rather run all of these Lonesome Unicorns given the double Pathlighter than a Griffin. So maybe we just take a Fling even? We could take a Fling. I don't think we're ever playing the Beloved Princess. I'm going to take Fling. Probably not play that either, honestly. But as a sideboard option, not the worst. And on that front, I'm going to take True Love's Kiss #1 over Knight of the Keep #2. But save that for the board. Well, we're going to have Pathlighters. I mean, they're maybe not the best evasive threat since they're only 2/2s. They might get blocked in the air. But I felt like I was going to have a hard time running any more 5s, really. Yeah, I'll take this, but we're not running it. Outflank, nice. Yeah, probably not, but I'll keep it there for now. We're pretty heavy white. We could end up in a situation where we could consider mono depending on how the next pack goes and what rewards we would get for it. Venerable Knight slides right into our plan A, and there's really nothing else for us here. The packs have been sad for us at the rare front. I feel like we're going to get stomped. We could take Heraldic Banner and name white. We want to head towards that. Hedging towards mono white with the banner seems interesting to me. I do like a Venerable Knight. There's a Youthful? I didn't see a Youthful. You mean the Venerable, right? I'm going to take the Heraldic Banner also because it makes these unicorns better. We can cast those on 5. Although we wouldn't even do that. We wouldn't go banner into unicorn because we want to cast the Knight side first. Anyway, just thinking about that. I'm going to take Heraldic Banner here. The red we have ended up with is just not super impressive. So, and the white seems wide open. I think it's quite possible we could get the flood of white here that puts us to mono white or even potentially a light black splash, and then we run the Resolute Rider plus whatever we splash in black. My headphone jack on my PC is really loose. I think I've been accidentally kicking it. Too late for an alliance. We could take a dummy or a red cap. Dummy does not get helped by banner, but it is playable if we end up mono white. Red cap's better than the abstract. I think we take the red cap, even though it doesn't help us if we end up mono white. I think we should still keep both of those paths open. We might even play banner in a not mono white, right? Like, we're just heavily white, but not mono. You could still justify a banner. Yeah, not 100%, right, Haj? If I was 100% that we're going mono white, then obviously the artifact creature is correct, because if we're mono white, we're not playing this red cap. But I'm going to hedge all over the place here and still keep our options open on mono versus red white. True. We have a deceptive amount of 2-drops, but 3 of them are towers, and one of them is a Silver Frame Squire that if we had our way, we would start over here. You know, and we want to start these over here too. So in a sense, this is our curve. Another red cap. This is late for the Innkeeper, but it's, again, not us now. I think we just have to take Wolverine, sadly, for curve. I know. Why are these packs so bad for us? It's not fair. I feel like we've been signaling pretty well, and I think our colors are open, but we're just... these packs have been miserable, especially early on. Well, you know, got 35 seconds here. You could even make an argument to, like, take an Innkeeper and even pivot to the white-green still. We've got so much white, we could almost do anything as a secondary. And I honestly don't like... I don't like the Wolverine. I don't want to play this. This is whatever. Are we ever possibly ever playing green, though? Are we ever pivoting to green with this much time? I think it's too late. Yeah, I think we just take red cap because we're too late. Yard Trainer. Another Trail of Crumbs, yeah. Green, definitely the most open, it seems. Which is too bad. Yeah, white seemed... Well, I think white dried up. I think white was wide open early. Yeah, we can take Bell and hedge towards that instead. Is that possible? I sure don't like the Yard Trainer that much. Cardlinger likes it. I found it to be whatever, but playable. Still, probably not Belling, though. I'll take the Trainer. I think this pivot to other colors just isn't realistic and going to happen. I'm going to... Third Trail. Ouch. Yeah, we're taking Squire now with everything we've got going on over Outflank, but ouch. See if we can wheel that 1-drop. That would be neat. Mike, it's certainly more fun to draft this set against humans, yeah. So where are we headed? Do that. Wandermare, Fayborough Elder. Rally. We're never doing rally, are we? This is just getting painful now. We're never playing this though, right? I would say the mill deck was never really fun. I have one righteousness already. I don't think we're doing righteousness stuff. I don't want to do righteousness fling. I mean, you still need to be blocking. Like the setup cost for righteousness is dumb. Like you have to have a blocking creature. I mean, I know that the point of this thing is to attack and block, etc., but still. Well, I mean, this is what I mean that white's open, right? I do think we just got unlucky on packs. Unfortunately, it's a 3. We're stacked at 3 already. Yeah, I definitely went Kara into Barrage. I don't know where I was supposed to take where at what point I missed the off ramp of red. That's good too. White is clearly wide open. We just maybe should have paired it with green. I don't think that's out. I don't think this is for. Is this pod 1? I don't know. I think we're doing. I think the one that's on Thursday is Dominaria. Venerable Knight does come back. So come on. White is uber wide. We just maybe missed a second color, but maybe it doesn't matter because no matter what, we're going to end up mono white anyway. Yeah, Mensch. Absolutely could have spec'd. But I also didn't. Yeah. I don't know if that would have been where we wanted to splash. I don't know if we're playing all 3. Let's not worry about. It depends also if we're mono white, we may not have a choice. But if we are mono white, we can also actually start to consider these Granges. It still doesn't make us want a Provisions though, or even a Tournament Grounds. Beloved Princess, still not good enough, nor is the Cow. That puts us at 19, so maybe we don't have mono. Unless we play Rally, True Love's Kiss, main. Maybe we can get enough picks here with a Knight of the Keep. I don't think so, though. I think we're going to have to add a little red here. Well, here's another Knight of the Keep. Jinx says you would not run Kiss main. Jinx, here's our playable white cards. I was just looking at mono. So, I mean, the price of mono seems too high. All you telling me, True Love's Kiss, again, I'm putting every white card we have in to see if it's even viable. Look. Yeah, I think Kiss is main deckable because you can at least... The nice thing about True Love's Kiss is in a food format is you just wait for them to go shields down on activating their food, and at the very least, you can deny them 3 life and draw a card. So, now I'm going to ask you all... So here's 25 cards. We could make one more cut, probably... I don't even know, Righteousness or Beloved Princess. One of those has to go. I think Beloved Princess probably worse. Just Righteousness on defense, maybe enough. Foil King, yeah, like I said, this is one of the final cuts. But first, let's see. So, given that we're looking at having to run something like Righteousness, Rally, or Princess, you know, these are the range of kind of bad cards. Or True Love's Kiss. I don't even love this that much, but it's at least going to get Adamant every time. So, first, let's say we'll figure out what stays if we're mono, but my first poll is going to be white versus red, white-red. And red doesn't have to be main. It could just be a touch of red, but the point is, do you want to add some red to this? Here's our red, by the way. And then the question is what? Like a Searing Barrage, a Burning Yard Trainer at the top end, or maybe a Ogre Errant to help with attacks. Yeah, we have 4 Granges we can consider adding. And I guess with 4 Granges, yeah, the Princess and all the other stuff looks better and Righteousness looks worse. Very close poll. I'm gonna trump chat here and start mono. I think with the Princess being playable in the light of these Granges, we can do it. And that I don't like the splash here. We're looking at Barrage and Trainer is like really the only splashable cards here. So let's do this instead. How many Granges do we run? Because they still enter tapped until we have 3 or more planes. But 12 planes is still a lot of planes. Razor wants 3. Timnos wants 4. Oh, it is a planes. That's true. It counts itself. Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better. I'm so used to seeing the rares, because you never see these in Constructed, right? The only things I see in Constructed are the rares. So I was thinking of them in terms of them being like the rares, but you need 3 instead of 1. But they're unlike the rares, and they are actually that type. So yeah, I'm definitely on 4 Granges now. I was on 3 when I was on possible 3 when thinking of them like the rares. But now that I'm locked into what they actually do, I'm in. All right, so let's go deck building. Yeah, not itself. Still, that any of them get counted by the other is big game for us. Now I feel like I got no audio. Did I? Maybe it's this scene. Huh. Move scenes. I don't know where my game audio went. Well, we can give this a more clever name. Grange. Just a ZZ Top reference. How about just... check my Discord here, see who I'm battling. Brackets. Okay, here's the brackets, which I'll share with you all. Did y'all hear that? Did you hear the little bit of Lagrange there? Because I didn't. I don't know what my audio is doing. But as long as you're hearing it. Okay. Well, let me know if things are too loud, because I'm not hearing any of the ambient audio, etc. So please keep that in mind. I'll use Eldraine sleeves in honor of the Eldraine, and I got to figure out who my matchup is based on the brackets. I am facing Scotty. All right. And let me let Scotty know, or let me find Scotty's deets. There he is. We're going to go limited tournament match. Weird audio issues for me this week, it seems, but I'll do some QA after the stream today. What's really bothering me is that I'm not hearing any of the Streamlabs cues, like sub or... I'm not hearing any of the sub notifications and stuff, so be patient with that. Not great, but we're going to keep any land, and we at least get to Unicorn, Rider in Need on 3, and Silver Flame on 2. We'll do that if we have to. Ouch. Got a Squire here to threaten blocks. What? I'm not hearing anything. Oh, tech. How you thwart me. This could hurt, but we gotta make him try. I guess we try on the dwarf in case they have more dwarves coming. But I think we're just getting... Okay, I'm happy to get that trade in. Just gonna go with a Rider in Need over a Knight of the Keep, since what we're trying to do right now is block a bunch. Stock. That's big, but we're going to do this. Take this trade. Try to get up a defense. Interesting. Well, shoot. Now we've got Banner. If we go Banner and we draw a land, we'll have 5 mana. And with 5 mana, we can Knight and Squire. Or we could just drop a 4/3 Unicorn. 4/3 Unicorn technically threatens a Wildwood Tracker as is, but they play 1 non-human and it becomes a 5/5 again, and then we're not really doing it. Banner draws? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by draw. I think we have to do it, though, just because we have to get mana out. The other thing we could do is play something like a Knight and then drop the Banner next turn, and if we find land, we can go Banner Squire. That's actually a reasonable line. drop the knight, pass. Next turn, find a land, banner, squire. But we kind of have that next turn. We have knight, squire next turn if we do find the land. So I'll go banner now. Close call, but taking this smack hurts. We did find land. We are going to go Knight of the Keep, Grange, Squire. Or you could make a case for just sitting here, but I think we just need to put blockers out. It's sad to not get the adventure value here, but we are up against it. We need to get everything on board we can. Now this pause makes me think our knight is dead to whatever Scotty's got in hand. So be prepared for that. However, out of cards, now I like Squire, and then we see what we can do next turn to not be dead. We might be dead now, but Scotty's drawing off the top, so we're not. We're only mostly dead here.
Your friend here is only mostly
Oh,
dead.
come on! What a top deck for Scotty. By choosing the tournament option, let's go Knight of the Keep, Grange, and Rider. And we're not dead yet. Draw a land, Scotty, draw a land. Yes! And we can trap this doofus in a tower. I love it. Gonna make another rider after we do it. And at some point, we do need to start attacking. So we're definitely gonna rider in need. And yeah, and Vigilance allows the free attack basically anyway. Vigilance suddenly matters. Ooh, interesting. I was going to go for one of the unicorns, but obviously these are nice. Stable. Holding. Holding. Red makes me nervous. I forget exactly what type of reach damage spells are in the format, but anytime Oppo has red and I'm at 1, I'm nervous. Okie dokie. Now 5. These are 4s. I think we swing everything and force some blocks. Question is whether we send this Knight of the Keep. Definitely doing these, right? Have to do these. What are the risks if we don't? If we send this, other creatures, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It is a forced block situation. And then this is still a forced block situation. And then if we do 2, it becomes a double force block situation, right? They can't just block 1 because then we get lethal on the other. So let's send both and force the double block. Sure, they get to trade with the Knight of the Keep, but Sir All In is first strikey. Oh, I tried to. Oh, I thought I was attacking with this. I really thought I was. That was just a UI punt. I don't care. When those happen, I have to let it go. I mean, I fully intended to attack with the Knight. If we were playing in paper, I would be, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. Yeah, that was the plan. The absolute plan was to attack with everything. It just, somehow talking it through, I screwed up the execution, which... just classic streaming problems and digital problems. Hey, Jammer, we're hanging in. Oh yeah, my record's wrong. Sorry, I didn't. We suddenly started a new event. So let me update my deets there. Thank you for that. This is the correct account, but we switched gears to do Eldraine Showdown, which is to say, playing against other streamers here. All right. Found a way to turn the corner and get there. That was an exciting game. Thanks, Jinx. Red, green, non-human aggro. Some adventuring, some all-in type stuff. We are expecting to do some blocking here. Righteousness, maybe not the worst card for this matchup. We're on the draw against... multiple trackers. I don't think I want this on the play, but on the draw in this matchup, I think we do want a Righteousness, and I would cut the Princess for it. Although, what's our creature count? Yeah, we can cut the Princess. That was the... although we could argue the Princess is where we want to cast the Righteousness. Do you want to just cut a Unicorn or cut a Knight of the Keep? Let's do that. Let's go a little bit... Let's shave off a Knight of the Keep, kind of a generic... generic mid-range 3-drop here, and we're not doing super much with the Knight stuff. I mean, is there any... What Knight... We don't even have Knight synergies, right? Like, we had Errant, and Trainer, but those are out. Venerable Knight. Oh, yeah. Contender, that's a good call. We do have some Knight synergy, but not much, right? I think it makes it correct. It's still correct. Anyway, don't see anything else unless we wanted to add red, which I don't think we want to do. So, here we go. Good point. This is pretty floody looking. I wonder if my headphones are just busted and that's what's going on. Check. No, I think my headphone jack is broken. I'm not hearing anything. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna ditch the... Well... What do you like? Ditch the rally or be greedy on land? I think with a unicorn we want to not be land greedy. I'm going to not be land greedy. I'm going to ditch the rally. You say rally might be good? Ugh. We have a lot. Yeah, we have a lot to do at 3. I think one of the 3s has to go. Yeah. That's true, but Lonesome Unicorn gives me 2 cards. Silver Flame gives me something to do on 2. And Trapped is removal. I can say nice things about all 4 of these cards. So I'm gonna do this. This Rally, this is one of my final ads anyway. Like, this is one of the concessions to mono white as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, now I want to see if like anything is making. Yeah, I'm pulling. You're gonna see me headphoneless because these aren't doing anything. I think my headphone jack is busted. And it looks like it's, in this case, it's a good thing we kept all those planes because we did not find a third in time. I think I'm going to send the Squire, and the lack of an attack from the Dwarfs indicates to me that Scotty doesn't have a trick for this. And then we'll make a Rider for our future Unicorn. Trap and Venerable here. Alright, love to see Scotty spending a lot of mana on big things because we have the tools for that. Funny, now we even get Grange countering the Venerable Knight, putting a counter upon the Venerable Knight, creating a legit attack for that. You want counter on Squire? I liked Venerable Knight because then if it dies, we counter up something else. Oh, you wanted me to put the counter on Rider if it dies. That's fair. I was trying to represent something. Yeah, that's a great point. I was thinking it went on to anything. Do we still send? So I made a mistake. I should have played the Rider, but that doesn't mean I should not attack. It means I just need to accept that we might not get what we want here. That's fine. Mike says hold back. I would trade the knight for the adversary anyway, so this is fine by me. We have to decide whether we want to put 2 things in front of the adversary if they attack. Yeah, Mike's saying we don't have a good block now, but Mike, I mean, we use half a card. That token, that 2/2 is half a card. I think we do have good blocks. I would have been fine blocking there. That being said, I'm not going to compound my mistake. This is actually really nice. Oh, actually, we don't have any more. I thought we had more. I assume we have endless stuff. We do have outflank, but nothing. Still, it's a good attack. We send all, and the outflank makes this a great attack. It's from main because we are narrowly mono. We don't have a lot of room to be monocolored. So we're running some stuff that we would like normally to be in the sideboard, but in the case of this event in our deck, we are running main. All right. Yeah, Pocket was doing the multi-Twitch thing. It's always interesting to catch both sides of a game like that if you can hear the commentary. Wow, we 2-0'd Embercleave. Woo! My computer's broken. Man. I have to come up with a hack to get audio again. Actually, I have the hack. We got winner of Dana and Jamie. All right, well then, Hank, give me 1 second. I'm going to take a bio break, get a beverage refresh, and get an alternative headset and test to see and make sure that I'm right, that what I'm experiencing is literal busted hardware on my end. So hold on. All right, I can hear again. Now I got to make sure it didn't take away my mic. So the mic is still on the right one. Yeah. All right. The thing is, Jinx, I don't hear the memes. When I play content on Streamlabs, if I set it so that I can hear it, then everybody else hears it twice because it echoes through the system. So that is I already have my test, which is that I can hear the ambient sounds. And I can hear ZZ Top, for example. Yeah, we're good. Okay. However, still waiting on Jamie, and I didn't do my other stuff, so I just wanted to get that resolved first. And yeah, I'll play when I get back, Mensch, but let me finish my break. I'll be right back. Hey gang, I'm back. How are we doing? I'll do Jumpstart. Are we waiting? Let's see, we are waiting on Jamie and Fisher. They're still playing. Somebody keeping an eye on that one. Yeah, I can talk set boosters while we play meaningless little Jumpstart game. I read about them. They're boy, my headphones are good, like the other ones, because these are crappy. I almost don't want to listen anymore. I read about them. I don't know even what to say about them, honestly. Like, I don't know where they're selling them. That's my first question. Like, where do I buy these? Are they selling these to enfranchised Magic players, or is this a Walmart thing? You know. So do you explore or do you 2-drop? I think we 2-drop and then 3-drop and then explore later. Mike wants to explore, but I don't know what I'm ramping to, Mike. If we had a 4-drop, I would do it, but like, what 4 do we care about? Now, if we explore our way to a forest, we can do potentially Nature's Way explore. So I'm going to start there now. Now that I have a 2 to try. Oh well. That doesn't seem great. Maybe I'll attack though. Oh man, yeah. After good headphones, these are hard to use, let me tell you. I care about sound quality and tinny awfulness in my ears right now. Still, a little bit of audio cue is better than none, so I'm going to keep it. Oh, Strickler with the Twitch Prime sub break. Thank you. Sorry, Oppo. Rather cube than draft. I like it. I'm not going to Fury here. Well, they got some choices to make. Oh, I was already too late on it. Well, I'm glad I decided not to do it then, huh? A little distracted by my audio situation. And by playing a whatever side game here. We could actually just bail on this and go get a new thing. Here, I'm going to give you this Oppo. I'm actually going to bail out of this one and we'll pick another one. Still trying to get all the Planeswalker lands for this account, since we have the spare resources to do so. You're not getting audio? What? So yeah, you're not getting audio. Why did it change? Check, check.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
Not about me. Yeah, sorry, I'm 5x5. Like, when I say check, I mean, I think plugging in the USB headset that I'm currently using caused some audio settings to change. Should be light, but you should hear that. Oh yeah, I was gonna go. You're still not hearing the game sounds, huh? All right, all right, all right. So what's going on then? What's going on? Yeah, you sure you're just not hearing them at their volume? Like here, I can. They're kind of supposed to be subtle. Great. What is Jamie's? Have I not played Jamie yet? I don't think I have. Because she's not my buddy yet. I think we've just missed Jamie in all of our previous showdowns. Oh, I mean, I could do that too, I guess. But either works, right? Get that record updated. We do have a win under our belt. Not going to get skunked on this day. Challenges are always best of 3. Pretty sure this is best of 3. Yeah, we've got the game win spots. Give me something to trap. I dare you, Jamie. I dare you. Give me something to trap, because I will. Too bad. Well, we'll pretend we cast a 2-1 haste on turn 2 instead. Tempting Witch is exactly the kind of thing I would have trapped in a tower, but now I don't want to because I just want to do this instead. Although the trouble with playing the contender first is that it doesn't let us attack with a knight, but I think we still do it. Let's do this and then set up for towering next turn. Well, part of our problem is that this is one of our knight cards. Swing and a miss for us here. Boo. I think that's somewhat likely for us at times. Ooh, there's a trap target. We are doing this, let me tell you. We could go... let's see, they don't have regeneration. Maybe I should go Youthful Knight, swing in. Then we have Outflank. If we keep swing with Outflank up, we're accepting the Resolute Rider for a turn. Although maybe that'll cause Jamie to throw a, equip it, and then our traps get even better. So I like that play. We go Knight of the Keep, send in everything, and either trade for riders or kill witches, etc. I'm going to do it this way. Telegraphs the outflank, but go for it. Yeah, it seems like we found color lanes and all kind of got into them, and it does not surprise me to hear that there's a lot of mono out there. Also, a lot of rewards for mono. Oh, these Phyrexian basics are cool. Are those part of the... is this one of the ones you can find in that thing? Oh. Let's play Banner. Or we can double trap. Why not just double trap? And then next turn we have Banner Knight. Banner Trapped works too. If we do Banner Trapped, though, they do have some kind of blocking. Whereas if we double trap, we just get to swing for 8 and threaten lethal next turn. So you just offer a trade for Noble. But if we trap the Rider, then the Noble's going to eat the Rider and then eat the Knight. Yeah, Noble can activate if we trap. So that's why I like 2x trap. And it doesn't matter what order we do it in. Let him do this. I'm kind of hoping Jamie spends the mana here. But this gives us more of an attack, in my opinion, Timnos. Like, yes, Banner gives us 2 more power. I guess Banner gave us... then the Knight would have been able to get that. Yeah, Banner, that would have been fine. I think these are both reasonable lines. I was thinking of the Venerable Knight as a 2-powered attacker, though. It would have been 3 power, though, which means both lines have things to do. Yeah, Haj is saying that killing the Rider when it doesn't actually impact the trapped Noble is suspicious, and that maybe Jamie is looking to reanimate said Rider. Yeah, I don't think Haj is saying it's suspicious that it might be a trick. I think it's suspicious. Yeah, there you go. There's the answer, Haj. Timnos nailed it. But Banner looks great for us here. Jamie has a lot of life gain to do here. Yep, can't get there. Can't get there. We had attack. They block the biggest. We still get through for 7. Just lethal. Yeah, it wasn't even a Banner. It was not a scoop. It was like scoop to lethal, but Banner created lethal there. Righteousness is something we considered in our first game. There's some aggro going on here, but I don't think this is a Righteousness matchup. I think we just run it back. Oh, I'm also forgetting to... I don't know if anybody's watching both sides. If Jamie has expressed anything via emotes, let me know, and maybe I'll give her one back. But I forgot we're disabled here. Haj couldn't... Like, I'll do it myself. Nice. So, we're keeping this. Do you want to play the Grange tapped on 1, or... hope for another Plains by 3 so that on 4 Grange can do some work? What do you think? This is a big choice, actually. Plains or Grange. The greedy play is Grange.
The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed is good.
All right, I won't be greedy. Foil King wants to be greedy, sounds like, but most everybody else is saying, be less greedy, Ryan. Tron would be greedy. I wasn't sure, so I went with what chat had to say about that. And, I don't know, with this hand, I'm going to say Trapped is good enough here on the Swordmaster. We could play Squire, but what I'm trying to do here is get 2 spells out of this. Is it worth giving up a Trapped in the tower to try and get 2 spells out of the Silver Flame? That's the question. I was saying, yeah. Yeah, we have 2 path lighters, for example. So, and yeah, exactly. We have another one in hand. I'm going to do it. That was my inclination. Mike didn't want to do that, so it got me thinking, but I'm going to go with my gut that this is a fine place to use a trapped, given what's going on in our hand. And now we could go banner and have 5 for turn 4. But what does that do for us? I'm going to just play Unicorn Rider. Looks like chat is with me on that one. We can go banner 2-drop if we want a tower again, or we can even just go Plains Paladin. That's a totally fine... We can think of banner as an anthem effect that we're going to cast later, as opposed to necessarily trying to ramp us, but we can decide after we see what our draws are and whether or not we want to play this tower. If there's an obvious tower target, then yeah, we'll probably do it. We can also just go... because I'm not sure I want to go banner Squire, right? We're trying to get 2 spells out of this if possible. Interesting. Well, I think with the other trap, now we have our answer. We're going to go banner tower next turn. Looks like we're getting a little paid off anyway. And do we want... Where do we want it? Because we could... Yeah, okay, we'll go like this. Like this. Or 3 Vigilant. Now, next turn, we're going to have 6 mana, which we can use for Squire, play Squire. Or a Sir All-In. Can't 2-spell here. Start with an attack. Yeah, attack with the Vigilant attack with the Squire up. And then... At this point, with 6, you could make an argument for Paladin plus Squire no value. But I think Sir All-In's fine. Yeah, let's just do the Sir. I should have waited to know, figure out what we were doing for our turn before playing the land, but I didn't want to stop on 5. I think we want 6. I bet somebody in creative thought that was a funny joke, yeah. Yeah, with the adventure and everything we're doing here, I think we want mana still. That's the thing. Yeah, Sir All-In versus Alan. Yeah, All-In is a phrase with game rules meaning in poker. And here we have the... we drew a Plains, and now we do have the On Alert plus Paladin option. And we are going to start with an attack. Blowout incoming! Sorry, Jamie, you're great, but I intend to crush you now. Seems okay. Pathlighter, you're very late, but not too late. You can still do some work for us. Don't need to do it yet, though. Nothing here matters on attacks. So we're just figuring out if we're just swinging away. Definitely. Yeah, we are. Yeah, just a Windrake seems fine, right? Yeah, Path was almost super late. But actually, we haven't played a... you might say Path is right on time. Yeah, Pathlighter's like, hey, boss, look. What would I have done if I got here earlier? Can't get the unicorn down, but the 3-2 squire is not going to be... Or 4-2, excuse me, banner. Mike and I forgot the banner. I think we have this one, gang. I think we got there. Haj wants this deck to be better. Sorry, Haj. No, we just had a we had a clear pivot point in the draft for those of you who showed up late. Well, not a clear pivot point. We had a point where we considered pivoting to green, and if we had, it would have been good. We ended up with a nice mono white deck, but there was a green white. If we had ended up going into green, we would be mono white splash green for some extra adventure synergy. Hold on a second. Reporting the win there. And nothing exciting, but nice and consistent. Thank you, Cute Potty. And let's go look. Who are we playing next? Playing the winner of... There we go. Lavinius Nikolai. Right on. How are they doing on that one? Should I play some Jumpstart here? Where are they at, Hat? Okay, still on game one, so let's do this then. I'm even going to do a little intro. And keep an eye on that for me, will you? Hey everyone, welcome. We're going to try some more Jumpstart. Jumpstart has been pretty darn fun, I got to admit. Hey, it's getting a cranky, keep your bling, I want to use all my resources to draft kind of guy. It has been getting me to use my precious gold and gem resources on playing this thing that does not provide any gold or gems as a win prize. So if you are only in this for limited play and you're on a tight budget, you're probably not going to want to play any Jumpstart, honestly. But if you are, like us in a state where either you love to do a lot of collection building, which is less than us, but more us, that you have enough resources on your account where you can do anything you want anyway. In which case, this is a really fun way to acquire some sweet lands. So I'm gonna, I don't recommend this for anybody on a budget. Just come watch me do it instead. But if you're flush and you like the lands, it's an interesting and fun environment. I like it. It's pretty low powered, but I like that too. It just shows that Magic functions well as a game as long as it's balanced. It doesn't really matter what the power level of the cards is. It matters that there's some balance. So gonna use some gold here. We'll choose our packets together. And let me get out of your way for that. Let's see. How about up here? Yeah, I'll hang out up here. And let's see. Legion. I'm very drawn to land, so we're not going to take heavily armored because we already have the land from the checkbox. But Legion or lands. Lands is rare, so it's just harder to get this land. All right, we'll take lands. And wizards, no heavily armored, or archaeology. Is archaeology rare? That feels like one I haven't seen before. I bet that's rare too. Is that rare? Also has a really sweet land. Also, lands and archaeology? Come on! They're made for each other. You gotta do it. Mike points out that 2,000 gold entry is approximately 3 quests and 4 wins, so it can basically be free-rolled with multi-accounts. Yes, if you pace yourself, this effectively can be, quote, free, but there's still an opportunity cost because you could be saving up for a free draft instead, right, Mike? So you have to know what free thing you're exactly trying to save up for. But yes, if you pace yourself, it's not actually that costly. You just have to do this instead of other stuff. Normally, I would open my deck and look at it, but I don't even care here. We'll go in blind and see what we draw. The lack of action in the queue concerns me. They said they were going to run this for as long as players were interested, and honestly, for noon Pacific, time frame to produce no matchup yet is making me think maybe it's slowing down and they might pull it in a bit. The influx of a bunch of really cool basics is kind of neat. It is kind of how I keep coming back. I just keep coming back to get new basics. Okay, so maybe the fact that this entered into a draw means that there was something that screwed up with our matchmaking, and it's not a sign of poor queue health. I hope so. Try again. Mid-August is what they've said. Okay, cool. Couple more weeks then. Ha! Mike managed to pair. This is our buddy Mike. We're kind of a ways off, but then again, we have Archive on 4. I'm going to keep. A little greedy, but I love the ramp on 4. And it's a pretty underpowered and slowish format, so I'm not expecting it to get just beat down here. Whoa. That's pretty darn windy to me. Are you all hearing that? Jeez. Oh, is it this Thriving Isle? What do you mean, Mama? What do you want me to do? Yell at him? We'll see if Mike has his emotes turned on. Well, I was saying low-powered, not under a lot of pressure, but I don't know what this rare does. Chaos Rider, 2/3. Whenever an opponent draws their first card each turn, if it's not their turn, you create a devil token. Yeah, we know what devils do. Whenever one or more devils you control attack one or more players, you and those players each draw a card, then discard a card at random. Okay, well, it does some weird stuff, but isn't, like, crazy good. Found a 3. I don't even know what it does, but we're going to do it. Yeah, like, this is supposed to get back artifacts, but we need blockers, so I'm going to do it. Oh, nice draw. I was happy to block the Chaos Rider with this, but it's not going to happen. Elemental Uprising. Target land you control becomes a 4/4 elemental with haste. It's still a land. Must be blocked this turn if able. That's not great. It just gets rid of a devil. Let's drop an island. We could just play the Archmage and try to draw cards, but we're under too much pressure. Maybe we need to save Uprising. Yeah, it's an instant, so that's what I'm thinking. Like, we can save this as a combat trick, but I think at 14, I'm going to take one more turn to build up our mana. And then... next turn, we can even play this before playing a land, potentially get that going. Pat is pointing that out, but that's kind of what we want to do here. Ouch. My upcoming opponents are going to game 3, I hear. No artifacts in the yard yet for this version, this copy of that card. So now we're going to have 7 total mana. Sharding Sphinx says, whenever an artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may create... Yeah, we're not doing that soon enough. Probably need to go royal, or, royal, land, and then have Uprising, although all of our land will be tapped at that point. So that doesn't really matter. Anyway, we still go royal, play a land, though, I think. Hydra also a play here, but we'll see if this gives us enough to survive. We're up against it at 8. Ooh, that's too bad. That was an upcoming plan. And I guess we got a Torch Fiend, block the Torch Fiend, and they kill the Archive, and then we get to at least get it back with this. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong place. There you go. Are we just dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. All right. Thank you. So we did get under enough pressure there that it was too slow. Huh. Snap pair this time. And a pretty decent keep here. Game might... I'm going to go for a cultivate here. Ramp up. I want to be a Sylvan Ranger. Alright, we'll play the land they know about. We can awaken a land and crash. I like that. Oh, we could also just drop like a Wild Heart Invoker and then have attacking land next turn along with the Invoker. Same power. So yeah, I'll do that. Nice. Green Seeker found him a land. I bet we have a Green Seeker somewhere in our lands deck. Oracle, also very nice. This is an all-timer right there. Royal. Guess they're going to be... Yeah, I guess we Royal now to get that train going as fast as we can. I could have attacked first, but they're never blocking in a million years. Maybe they would have chumped with the Ranger, but the point is the Oracle was never getting in the way. Thanks, Hat. Looks like the real match is right around the corner. If this bit makes it to YouTube, it's let you all know that I'm going to bail on this to go finish a different event that should also be up on YouTube in a bit. Ouch. Little 2 for 1 in the sense we got a 2/2 out of the deal, but sad to see that enchantment go. Thinking, so we could get cute, but I probably want to get the Force Worship gone while shields are down. So, I'm going to go Crushing Canopy. Like so. And unfortunately, Awakener Druid could animate a land, but it would be tapped, and so it couldn't attack. So I'm going to send in now and see what they want to do as far as blocks go. I guess I can leave this back, although I think at this point I'd even trade a 2/2 for the Ranger just to get it off board. So I'm going to offer them that double block. Because them getting this Ranger out of the way for a 2/2 means that this Awakener Druid hopefully makes a 5/4 that has fewer things in its way. No blocks, of course. I very much want this Awakener Druid to stay alive. No artifacts in the yard yet for the Mender. Maybe we just send in the 2 biggies and then have Sharding Sphinx behind. Definitely want that thing dead. Sorry, this is Jumpstart. I haven't updated my info bar because we're really just doing this in between the thing we're coming up on, which is battling in a Streamer Showdown. Darn, I thought we just had the straight win, but they had the removal. Fastwood's pretty good too, though. Get to crash in with that. Just kind of racing without really doing the math here as I wait for the next round to start. Pretty darn big. Now we have to give up our 4-5 or we're dead. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so we go chump there. And probably just dead here. Oppo's gone all in on their spirits, and it's probably going to be enough. Well, we could almost play this and recast it, but nope, they got us. All right. No wins on this one yet. I might come back to it. We'll see. Probably end up playing this offline, though, as a way to grind gold while not on air. So I'm going to hop here for a sec and thank YouTube for watching what they did there if I throw this up on YouTube, and maybe we'll get some more of this in, but no success with this one yet. But one nice thing about Jumpstart is that the losses don't really matter. You just get to play until you win. It's a nice intro type product and something fun and different for experienced players to do too. So, all right. Bye, YouTube. Right on, Jim. Glad you're experiencing that here. Don't give chat a big head, though. Are you kidding me? Jeez. They're going to be insufferable for a week now. Thanks a lot. No, chat doesn't really get insufferable. That's part of what makes him so nice. So, how are we doing on that other one? I don't want to do any unfair scouting. I want to be surprised by my next opponent's deck, but are we close? All right. Who won? Lady Lavinius? See if she's... Go. I guess I can do the direct challenge thing. Is that in here? I mean, see, that's the thing. I don't even know how to do it. Home. I thought there was a sword. Oh, there it is. All right, here we go. This is being streamed with commentary by Tup and Lola, so pressure's on. We're being watched. No, although that was a lot of people suggested Lagrange points as a deck name. We just called it Lagrange. It was a ZZ Top reference for me. I'll tell you, I don't know what a Lagrange point is, but I know who ZZ Top is, and they have they're kind of all-time classic. Their Stairway to Heaven. Their day in the life is Lagrange. Oh, I love astrophysics. I didn't know that one. Oh, is it? Wait, maybe I do know it unconsciously. Is that like the point where, like orbits meet? So if you want to transition orbits, you got to hit a point where you can. Oh, I have challenged Lavinius, but now she's giving me her deets in the chat, so maybe she doesn't see this. I guess I'll cancel, since she doesn't seem to be accepting it. All right, we'll do it this way. Legs was their biggest hit, but if I think if you looked at classic rock rankings, classic rock consensus is that Lagrange is their all-timer. That's just conventional wisdom, though. Music is so subjective, whatever. All right, looks good. Finally, we get a Youthful Knight on 2 instead of having to decide to play a Squire. Another choice on tapped Grange or not. I'm not going to mess around. We'll do it tapped. Yes, I can change my view. Thanks for the reminder. Haj wants to be greedy. Isn't that playing to win? I mean, that's the thing about greed, right? It's always playing to win. The question is what you think provides more value. One good thing to note, or one way to note, though, is like we do have a 3 I want to play. So, Haj, if we don't end up, like, I want to play this on 3. I don't know. I'm doing this. Haj wants to be greedy. I'm going for the tapped Grange. One time, no land on top, so I can look really smart. Come on, come on. And of course, we know it's just a data point, so it actually doesn't matter what's on top. Eye Collector in a 2-0. I don't respect this card a ton, but if Lavinius is making it work, then we know it's got something going on. So yeah, we're up against the mill deck here, and we see Eye Collector. That's scary. With a bad player, Eye Collector is fist pump. Against a good player, Eye Collector is uh-oh. So, that's fine. We do have the outflank, though, for it, so that's cool. And this is an instant. I was excited about using the Silverflame Squire as a pump spell, but I think in this case with the outflank, I'm going to get on board. We need to. Oop. Oh, next to sorry. We need to get aggro against Mill, and I like plucking off the Eye Collector. We still put the same amount of power on board, but potentially get rid of one of their problem cards. Although now we need the outflank for the Gargoyle, so... And pausing here for a second, but we'd give up Squire plus outflank, so that's the plan here. Also note, Lavinius is stuck on mana. Squire, obviously the safer block, and looks like Lavinius is willing to accept a 2-for-1 from us to make this block. And then she's saying no. That's fine too, because we have things to do with 3 mana. Now we can, nothing to trap here, and we'll keep that in mind. So far, we're only seeing flyers. And we're going to go Unicorn, or I guess I'm going to go, I'm going to save for Rally, because then Outflank actually gets us Gargoyle. I've opted for the Rally instead of the Unicorn because of the Outflank buff over the Rider. Although Rider gives us another way to trade 1 creature plus an Outflank for the Gargoyle, so there is that. Ooh, that would have been nice. I'm so lonesome I could die. Well, let's trap this in the tower, although this probably just gets returned to hand if we trap it. So I'm going to not even bother trapping it. I'm going to start with an attack with our... Now we can even attack with the 1/1s. Let's send everything. With this block, it's pretty clear that Lady has the bounce spell, so that's too bad. But we're going to make her do it. But this isn't going to work, everybody. We're going to get bounced. Maybe it works. Now, no, she's of course milling before the bounce. I'm still expecting a bounce, so. Oh, okay, I couldn't be happier. I did not think that was going to work. We could trap in the tower after the fact, but that seems weird too. They might come up with more ground stuff that we would like to do. Although trapping this does say. Well, first, they don't seem to have the Runaway Together, right? If Runaway Together were in Lavinius's hand, she would have played it. So they don't. She doesn't currently have Runaway Together, so Trapped in the Tower could do some work in letting us get aggro, especially once Sir All-In hits. And we have stuff to do for the next couple turns. Only risk is that they play something on the ground that we wish we had trapped instead. Because this does not do a great block. Yeah, that could be 2, right, Haj? I'm gonna say no on nullifying the Secret Keeper as a blocker here. Health pretty decent at 22, with Lavinius down to 12 life. I'm not super tracking what we're losing here, though. I should be more aware. Nice one. Well, we're going to make a unicorn and rebuild. Now I see why this deck is so good. That is amazing in this format and amazing against us. That's rare. I don't know how much you played the format, but... Starting to look grim, although that helps. That helps. I think we want just the 4/4 naturally. I mean, nothing else here is bigger than it. I think the runaway was clearly just drawn and still proved to be the right play in order to get the keeper back. I think that's what that's how valuable, you know, getting the keepers back for Mill is. And it still killed the creature, right? $20 to $13 here. All right, Venerable plus Knight is a little bit more power than just a unicorn. Yeah. Yeah, we can trap, though. That's true. Venerable... We can go Venerable Rider. Or, sorry, Trapped Rider. Save Venerable. All right. Yeah, those eye collectors are not great. I wish we could beat them, but we are losing to the... The big vengeance is what has really wrecked us. Yeah, I should have swung first, but we knew how she was blocking. That was an F6. That was an F6 play. This was such an oppressive card during the bot run of Eldraine that they adjusted the bots to prioritize the Secret Keepers so highly that you never saw the mill deck. They just completely stripped the mill deck out of the deck. Or out of the format with the bot update that time. Paladin we don't care about much as an attacker, but as a blocker that can trade with one of our knights, that's kind of sad. Thinking through, we do have a need for 6 mana to get a knight and one of our unicorns down. But we do, let's see, they're holding up a lot of... Interesting they didn't go for the mill here. I guess they're just looking to chump Sir all in. Does she know it has first strike? I guess she'll find out. I think that was a Lavinia's punt. She just didn't see the first strike. Oh man, Jinx, you can't punt on my stream when my Oppo does it, or I get credit for that. All right, we got there. Let's get there again. Mill deck says... let's see, these traps seemed bad. Maybe we get our red splash in a little bit here, because what else are we bringing in? Well, thankfully, Jinx, the rest of chat disagrees with you. So that will not go on my permanent record. Oh, yeah. Anyway, back to this. Let's see. Yeah, these traps are just not good in this matchup. I think we need a trainer and a barrage. And we cut trapped. This is a special tourney of sorts. Yeah, that's true. We can cut the rider on the splash. But then, okay, so we need another red card. Like even a barge in. I like a barge in here, actually. I know it's a weird thing to splash, but I do like it for this. And then we cut ranges for... Am I making the deck worse? Oh, no, and then we don't even have enough red in the board to do it. Never mind. I didn't do the thing right. So we can't do it anyway. And maybe it wasn't right anyway. 14, 15, 16. It doesn't matter. I'm going to let it lapse, and it will go back unedited. So we wanted to reset it anyway. It's okay. Just going to let it go. It's okay. Don't worry. It'll reset. We did not accept that. What happened there was resubmitting our first deck. Or it should. If it doesn't, there's a bug. And as you can see from the double trapped, we reset. Haj. That may not have been a good pick, but the deck ended up working out. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and use the outflank. Wait, it's got first strike. Oh, wait, doesn't. Never mind. I'm the one who thought it had first strike this time. Well, we're even now, Lavinius, because I played that like it had first strike. I was thinking it was the 2-drop. That's right. I got my knights confused. Still good. Banner sets up Alan on 5. That's nice. They might have didn't say please here, but we can't not cast this. I mean, would you have waited, Haj? When we didn't have anything else to do, what was I going to do? Yeah, I knew. I played it into the please. I can't remember what my question was now, Haj. I don't know what nope is an answer to. You would have just played around the please? I can't tell what that means now. Oh, I see. It seemed like you were warning me that that was going to happen, and it was like, we knew it was going to happen. Tome Raider could get killed by the flank, but we don't need that, so... Boy, these towers are bad. Maybe I should have not played them. But here we go. This is good. Add to that. Throw this down. And we could offer the knight for the paladin. Do you think they're going to go aggro here? I think I offer this. Because they've got the skies to race. You say trade seems bad, Ganmore, but look at what's coming. We've got a 2-1 up here. They got 4 in the air. We're at 19. They could race us. So I'm going to ascend, and we're trading a knight for their... Trading our 3-drop for their 4-drop is fine. And then we get Sir Olin. I get it. It's true. But... As I didn't think they would block anyway, because Lavinius is doing fine on the race if she dumps a bunch of flyers, which is like all she's shown. Man, this is a rough matchup for us because we got these traps that are just bad. They're just bad against Lavinius, but we couldn't quite come up with An alternative we liked. All right, well, it's a real race at least. Princess is already in. We were looking at adding red and dropping the towers, but it just looked worse to us. We were giving up too much, including the Granges being playable, including our 4/2 Black-White Knight being playable. A lot of stuff was no longer playable in that situation. They haven't played this yet. I'm not going to outflank yet. I want to either outflank a 3-power or this, or I'm not going to outflank a Tome Raider. I don't think that's where we want to use that removal. Ugh. Land draw, not great. And the tons of available mana, also not great, exactly for this reason. Yeah. When Lavinius isn't playing this known sprite with all this, we just know not only is this not only was this expected or something like it, I expect her to do something else before untapping too. Man, I need to get a pad for my mouse. I'm getting like mouse hand heel, mouse palm. Interesting. We're gonna go. Well, I'm expecting a counter. I think so. It is a good draw, but here's the problem, gang. The lack of Hypnotic Sprite is very suggestive of a Didn't Say Please. So I don't think we're going to resolve this, and I think it's actually going to just get countered, and we'll lose the creature side of it too. But again, we have to try, right? So we are going to try. And by try, I mean untap Sir All-In. The thing that completely explains this still being in hand is Didn't Say Please. But you can't play around what you can't beat, so we had to try. And, like, we've mulliganed twice because of these. I don't know. We tried to find an alternate build where we could cut these, but it just looked worse. I don't know. Maybe I should have mulliganed because we had 2 in the opener. But also we know that Lavinius is in on the Secret Keepers, so they're not useless. It's just, they're being kind of useless this game. Still was holding the outflank to get this more powerful one, but I suppose we've lost enough damage at this point that it didn't matter. But never able to get there. I don't know. Could go 1, 2, 3, and still run a couple of Granges, run 3 mountains, and put in just the barrage and the trainer. I want to try that here. Oh, that was the problem. Yes, that was the problem. We only have 2 mountains. Now I'm remembering our problem. That's the problem. Darn it. So, righteousness is bad. Red, we're not... If we're using Banner to make red, we've kind of already lost. I think we just have to go aggro and hope. Try to remember that for... But is it, Haj? What are we blocking ever? You say it's better, but why? Like, I guess we could get a... we could get one of those path lighters or something. Yeah, but she's all in on mill/flying. What are we blocking? With what? with Pathlighter? Are we really just moving in on Pathlighter as our plan? We have 2 Pathlighters. I'm not putting... Ugh. I think we are more likely to find a target to target with our Trapped than we are with a Righteousness. Right, and that's where I don't know, they almost feels like we're better off with another Plains. You know? But fine. I will do as Haj says, but... I think we're just hoping to not draw either. All right, we'll keep this. We'll lead with a Grange, then Plains, then another Grange, and have Youthful Knight into Squire. Yeah, it's really a bug of the system that you can't get basic lands in the spot we just had. Mike likes Plains, Grange, but I was just super conservative. I did not want to not have mana on 4 to, you know, have to play tap mana on 4. We get to attack. Obviously not blocking. We telegraph what we're doing, but it's okay. That's fair. Then, sorry, tapped on 3, right? I misspoke, Mike, but you know what I mean. That at somewhere besides 1, we might have had to put in a tapped land, and I didn't want to risk that. Yeah, we're gonna go Knight of the Keep. Whoa, sorry, I did a little slip there. Send only the Knight of the Keep, and then drop Resolute Rider. I didn't want Squire on 3. I'm inclined to save. I mean, not save. Like, when I mean save the Squire. Like, just let this trade happen. And... yeah, gotcha. Counter or take 4, sure. I liked that. Yeah, I think we go... Trouble with going... I mean, we go Rider and it gets countered and we're sad. But if we go Unicorn, it gets countered and we're double sad because we lose the Unicorn side, Haj. So maybe we just go with the Squire. I'm going to do it. Can't do nothing. No, I don't think we can do nothing, but we can certainly say, Lavinius, are you willing to use your didn't say please on this pesky little Squire? Timnos would be mana efficient. I think we have to make Lavinius have a tough call on running this didn't say please or not. Drawbridge gives shields down, right? We can't 2-spell, so I like Rider, put counter on Rider. Do we attack first? This doesn't have summoning. This doesn't have haste or anything, so we could attack first and see if they've got tricks or... You like counter on the 2-1, huh? You like spreading it around, Haj? I guess they do have bounce, so like the indestructible here doesn't matter much. Good point. Good point. I'm gonna do it here. Well, you know, of course I like the idea of getting a bigger thing out of that. Drown in the Loch. Never saw that in the draft, but could have predicted they might have the powerful uncommon. Well, sure wish this were a trapped in a tower right now. I'm not saying y'all were wrong. I'm just saying I'm sad. Let's put it into the test, though, with an attack. Here we go. Probably getting countered, but got to continue to get him out of her hand. Down to 21 cards. Do we still have our other Grange? Now I want to get this to be a 4-3. I'll play land, though. Ugh, what a blank. All because I didn't remember to add basics to my sideboard. Ugh, there goes our other Grange. But that's not a bad draw. I'm going to keep attacking. Keep sending that bluff in. I mean, you just add them during deck building. The trouble is this isn't a real limited event. This is friends challenging each other with constructed 40-card decks, right? Since this is constructed 40-card, you need to actually have the basics in your sideboard. They don't offer them to you. Yeah, but we only had two. Two. Two is not enough to splash the red. Why would it add 2, but not 20? Like, I'm gonna suggest to our friend who makes the Heroku app that be changed. Because the tech is there, it's adding something, but why not add enough? Just add enough. Just add... Yeah, that's not a safety net. I mean, it's just an integer. Just raise that integer to 7. Rate it to 11. Oh, you can. Great. I will custom it myself. Thanks, Hat. Can you save it, or do I just have to remember every time? Well, they probably have counter for the unicorn, but it's not that much worse than the knight. I guess we go knight. There was a little pause there, not a huge one. Still, no attacks here. Now I'm not going to bother. And, really wish this were trapped in the tower. Your fault. It was your opinion, and I accepted it. I was limiting that they both clearly sucked in the matchup. And also, let's be clear, if this were trapped in a tower, it would now be gone and useless, right? So, I mean, our point remains that both Righteousness and Trapped are terrible in this matchup. That's the bottom line. What we want this to be is a red damage spell with one mountain out. All in is pretty good. Do we have time? Yeah, I guess this is it. It's either this resolves, we have a chance, but we also start with an attack. They only have one power out, so we now actually have a reasonable attack. Possibly they play something or spend or do something to feel like we might resolve the all-in. Haj wants to play it safe because we have a couple turns, but now we don't, right? Now we don't. Although we do get to resolve Sir All-In. Is it enough? So be close. This is going to be close. At 21, we got a long way to go. But if the only mill that they have remaining is this this Secret Keeper, we do have a chance here. I think that kind of did us in. Too bad. Especially with True Love's Kiss right there. That would have been nice. Acclaimed Contender. Maybe it gives us some final hope here, but probably not. Darn it! Was hoping to 3-0. Have yet to win a showdown. Thought this might be my first one, but was not to be. And to frickin' mill. And I think if we got our splash in there, I think we really have a good shot. Like, if those blank... I mean, we lost games 2 and 3, both to holding garbage cards that we wish had been better. I'll try to remember that, though, for future events. Please help me remember that I need to add basics, especially in a possible splash situation like that. Letting Lavinius know. Wait, Lavinia said she was 2-1. Did we do the right pairing? I don't know. I think she forgot that she's 3-0. Funny. Anyway. Well, let's hop to Soapbox. I'm kind of distracted by the chatter in the Discord post-event, but I will say thank you to YouTube friends for hanging out for that one. Little impromptu event there. I like it. That was great. Thanks, Lola Man, for organizing, and thanks to all the other streamers who participated. That was great. Bye.